the positive show. Trying to go live. Yes, we are live now. So, welcome to the positive show, and I'm Fan Fumba. I'm here Monday, Wednesday, and Friday alongside Martina Tugbe. Martina will soon be joining us, and she's on some major assignment. So, welcome. Uh, our server here, yeah. So you have to help consider this. Okay, we'll continue with reminders and observation. Yes, quite recently, the Ministry of Public Works started to clean up drainages around the city. We would also like to encourage you of yes, and do some cleanup around your favorite communities. And the city corporation, I think we started talking about this issue about having some collaboration with the communities where after your people have cleaned up, people will not just take the dye from the community and bring them to the street. This is happening simply because you've not included them in some of your programs, and which I don't see very good. You need to get to the community leadership where the both of you can in getting the community clean up, because in the absence of the people from the community, you wouldn't get your goals really achieved. Observation recommendation continue. We'd like to say thanks to the Ministry of Public Works. Yes, most of the streets around town and so you in the communities, you probably they put a solar light in front of your house. You need to be the first security for that light. Don't just allow anybody come there and tamper with it. It is important. Once you have electricity, you then yes, we have some of our brothers who are physically challenged. We're not seeing much being done for the various sidewalks. There are a lot of deep potholes, some of the sidewalks, and most besides, people have used the sidewalks to just, I don't know, they do serious problems. So let's, you can't have people walking in the same direction, then people got their businesses right in the same position. Those who, yes, access declaration people, those one fall directly on those who were appointed by the president. A lot of you seems to be challenging, and we'll beat up on that. We'll beat up on that. I don't want to waste much of our time. And finally, MPOC is real. MPOC is real. So take heed. The last case we heard is from Grand Bassa. And what is quite disturbing about this entire MPOC thing, No, take the person to the hospital. You wouldn't actually know what is happening to that individual. So please, yes, take the person to the hospital because they would need to isolate them. Because the last case in Grand Bassa, we heard that after this individual who is a male was carried to one of the health centers there in Zondo, one of the district there, but that is in that Zondo district. The person escaped, which is not too good. And so that would wait for our reminders and observation. Yes, that would do it for a reminder and observation. We'll take a very short break. When we come back, we'll afford you the time where you can speak to your leader. Love TV Live. Let's take this break and we will be right back.
Say you yelling for?
Come yellow star. Tunapu.
What do you say you yelling for?
Come here, man. Oh, tell you making noise and people here say singing. No air, no air. Like walking breathe.
Don't yell and cough me, oh.
They say MTN Yellow Star is back and then season Uber and easy for everybody. You can audition online from now to the 13th and then live audition will start on La real ever win. The winner will take home a $2 million Labrador record deal with young future entertainment, a brand new car, and a $300,000 Labrador wardrobe budget. Now all plus 1 year of performance with MTN and video production deal and 100 gigabytes of data every month. But all 7-player winning 600,000 Labrador record deal, a year of performances with MTN, 100 gigabytes of data every month, and new this year for third place of 400,000 Labrador cash prize and 100 gigabytes every month.
Yeah.
Hey man, don't forget to tell your fellow people to that star 415 star. Your code has to vote for you when you make it. I'll be live every Saturday for the live evasion show starting from October 12. You can see your singing more. Yellow star.
Welcome back to the Positive Show. The show is powered by Lone Star Cell MTN, and so it's about time. It's about time we speak to them. Speak to them with respect. Speak to them with a calm heart. You know, sometimes there is this belief that power sometimes changes some people, which I also believe. Those things they promise your representative, your senators, and your president. There were some things they promised you. You've gone to a year now. I want you to take off time and just do some reminders of some of those things they said to you during the campaign period. You ever saw some of them who you elected? But I just want you to remind them. Let's do it for the next minutes to come. Because a lot of things we will talk about. There's an entire distraction there at the national legislature. Things about what is happening at the LRRC that need some serious attention. Talking about $1.5 million missing. What about the ombudsman? Since I'm talking about presidential appointees have never declared their assets. The president himself did that. Some of his appointees did that, but in majority. I don't think this is fair to the country itself. It's not fair to the people you are serving. Oh, before coming to governance, maybe you had more, so you declare your asset. Tell people exactly what you have. But we're going to talk about that later. But now it's about time you speak to your leaders. 0778 665 073 087 105 105. Those are the two numbers you can call right now and speak to your leaders. There are a lot of things happening that are distracting our purpose. Our purpose is to move forward, I'm sure. No, there's no person who would like to see their country, especially being the oldest country, and falling behind. So I want you to speak to your 0778 665 073. Today is Friday. Yeah. Speak to your leaders. I just want you to do it with not much anger, because sometimes it get irritating, but just go off for a little. 0778 665 073 087 105 105. I'm affording you the opportunity now. If you are in District 8, your lawmaker is Representative Prince Stoll. Is Frank Safoko Honorable. And if you are in Monserrato, your senators are Senator Darros DeLone and Senator Sir Joseph. 0778 665 073. Those are the numbers you can call right now and speak to your leaders. 0778 665 073 087 105. 78 665 073 087 105 105. Those are the numbers. Yes, you can. This entire hall at the we need to do a little bit better than that. Our people certainly don't deserve what we are going through. They don't deserve it. They don't deserve it. Let's go to the line and talk to our very first caller. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, your name and where you call from?
This is Moses Kebawi, and I'm calling from Bonafam Peloton.
Go right ahead, my brother. Go right ahead and speak to your leaders.
Thank you.
Who is a representative?
I just want to tell him to come to my area because I don't understand what is going on. in the house. Because actually, a boy like main student tension, but it's like tension, right? Then when our leaders that we voted for change go into the hall, I don't know how to say it, but I just call that one stupidness. I'm sorry to them to say that when they are doing the house. People going against each other, want to remove someone, and it's accusation, want to remove this other person because of particular in. So I'm just calling on them. Please come to us here as students that have been left behind. Students that have not been extended help to by the leaders that we voted that said unto us, we will help yours. Despite your parents doesn't have to say to school, but since I've been promoted to slavery. So I'm kindly asking them to please. I don't want to be respectful. I don't want for them to insult me.
Yeah.
I want to work in
087. You heard a young man there talking about he needs to go to school. 077-8665-073. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, you have to move away from your monitor. Speak to your
Yes, I
leader.
just okay.
Yeah, go right ahead. Go right
Yeah,
ahead.
my name is Mr. Crowley, calling you from District 12. My representative is Jerry, as I know. Morning. I'm calling appealing not only for myself but for the sake of the citizens. We who voted them, who especially just it took off meeting precisely all over. We go for meeting, we attend meeting, they promise us, and they're taking, we hear information here and there. So we the citizen. My question to them, whether we only voted them for to feed them, or we'll keep voting for them so that they will be benefiting all their children. Because most of them, their children are not in this country, and we're suffering. We're suffering, we're struggling. We run motorcycle, we sell mini, we run, we even go as helpers. Why is it going on? Why going on this? Why going on really? Why do they want for us to do? If they don't want for us to be their citizens, they should tell us that we should forget about election in this country. That's all I got to say this morning.
Six six five zero seven three. A lot of things you promise these people. Now, it is your right to change your leaders or your leader, but how does it benefit them? How? I want you to speak to your leaders this morning. And maybe you are seeing it coming to fruition, or maybe 087-105-105, 0778-665-073. Yes, we can do that. Just we have few more minutes to do that. 087 665 073. Those are the numbers you can call and have your say. Yes, a lot of things unfolding, but let's give you the time where you can speak to your leaders. It is important. It is very important. And listening, someone will have the opportunity to share that information with them. And so 0778 you'll say yes. A lot of things later we're going to talk about. They stand up there at the national legislature, and I see that as a serious distraction not for individuals but for the entire country. And so speak to your leaders now. 087 105 105 0778 665 073. Today's Friday and it's the 25th. Let's go to the line and talk to this caller. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, your name and where you
from? My name is Melvin Joe. I just want to get something straight. Yes, is there a law in the Constitution that gives the citizen power to remove any lawmaker, like the way the anti-COVID law?
Yes.
Remove any lawmaker?
Yes, you need to gather signatures, then you can do that.
Yes, and so I think most of the guys they're not doing anything. Even you see somebody the question lawmaker and even not to read. So those guys they just manipulate the citizen and go there and just doing their own thing. So I think because they feel that when they reach to that point, they feel that they demigod, that nothing can happen. They can do anything and just be free and just do everything. So I think if they have their mindset of getting together to remove somebody, they should also know that the citizens too, we can get together and remove them. So I think channel or whatever they're using to remove. Two. They
Hello? Hello? Okay, he just left the line. 077-8665-073. Speak to your leaders. Yeah. And interestingly, 73 of these individuals now were elected to represent an entire population. All of us can represent ourselves, darling. Some of the pinch now the country is feeling, it was because of some of the decisions you made. Some of you that told your friend they came into different district when you're registered there. You have left a burden with those people. You're not staying in the people era, but because you want money for yourself. And some of the guys, they will never forgive you. They will say, I will get my money. That's why when you hear money building up there, that's a serious problem. That's a serious problem. 077-8665-073-087-105-105. Speak to your leaders. You can drop a comment, and I'm here. I'm going to read them out for you. Later on, we're going to go into the real discussion. Yes, but right now it's time that you speak to your leaders. You calling them. Call your name, your district, and talk. Speak to your lawmaker. Yes. Few years from now, they will be running back to your door. They will be running back to you. And some of them feel right now that they don't owe you because probably the way you presented your case. Yeah, the way you presented your case. They make you begging, you already start begging him. Please give me money now, I'll vote for you. That's another scenario there, a sad scenario. Gotten into our full discussion yet. We trying to make you speak to your leaders. Our country, for lack of a better word, is running out of leaders. I don't know whether we ever had some of them before, but that leadership, imagine lawmakers who should be deciding the fate of the country are deciding the fate of 72 people. 72 people just deciding it for themselves. 72 people deciding for themselves. And this is sad. This is sad. So speak to your leaders. Or 087 105 105. Those are the numbers. Shortly we're going to elevate the discussion. It's just difficult for us to pop out those sharp things. We can make it. This is Liberia. This is Liberia. And I don't know about you, but sometimes I get so discouraged. But let's listen to this block. I don't know how they call themselves. Let's listen to them and continue with the segment, Speak to Your Leaders.
Yesterday, you said any gathering or the one in you and your police case is an ordinary meeting. You seem ready for all action. No, this one program. You and other members of the bloc of being inherently corrupt and also of shaking down ministries and agencies doing budgetary allocation. What do you say to that accusation and many of the other accusations coming from Speaker J. Fonati Kufa?
We are corrupt, or he is corrupt as minister. You serve as a deputy speaker, subsequently as speaker, and you did not detect only because they are seeking your removal to come out. I think we see out of this.
What's the message to the deputy speaker, Thomas Fala, as he refused to enter today's session?
Fala want to be wasting the position because when
So what's your response? So that is a parable. We want your response.
All right, speak to your leaders. Representative Samuel Koga there, speaking to journalists, and he from the anti-Kofa block. That's the block against Speaker Kofa. But what it is, let's speak to your leaders. We still have a few more minutes, then we can wrap it up and rumble into the real issue of discussion. 0778 665 073. Let's listen to another person, and this person is from the pro Kofa block. Let's listen to him.
And when they get it for the language, all them.
There's no quorum today. Maybe days to come, there will be no quorum.
Working on something to see if we can dissolve the whole government.
In what way?
In any way, because we are not functional anymore.
There are 3 branches of government.
Bossman,
Just one.
Bossman, if the Liberian people cannot get nothing out of this place, the executive will not work. Yeah. You know that, right? That means the executive is being held hostage. That means the Liberian people is being held hostage. So I'm consulting my lawyers to see if we can proceed to the Supreme Court for the Supreme Court to dissolve the government. That means we'll have to go for re-election.
Since there is no quorum, it means that the people on the other side are more than you guys here.
You see the mistake we always make. We're talking about more. We are talking about what the law say. The law say to remove the speaker you must have for the now, right? The setting of the people is illegal. I want you to agree with me that it's illegal. You can leave the speaker here. You say because you get 42. So okay, I'm gonna go put 20,000 people together. We say the president don't enjoy our confidence anymore. How about the other people? We say president.
Morning, my brother from
Yes, your name and where you call from.
My name is Aliyu Padikoma, my begin family, and I'm going to run a car.
Go right ahead, speak to your leaders.
Let me say thanks to you. Let me say welcome back here because if you don't want to tune to the radio, if you also let me say welcome back on the radio.
Yeah, okay, we have some issues.
For me, I support from the beginning. To be honest, I was supporting the speaker, but you are generally doing well for in this particular country. Because a small interview that I listened to from the speaker, and then later on other media outlets, I interviewing in office. For me, I'm not supporting the speaker again. Can you imagine my brother Farafumba? The speaker on Spoon FM, Spoon interview, talk about people can pass budget and then they go to the room and you were crying or saying, oh, for I mean, President, we are. Your people that passing budget, the budget is sharing the money and more. I said, nothing did not spoke on none of it. Nothing he taught at all. So now, because you call in and now see all I think that the men get it every day, they bring it, then before you see it to them. So you see, my brother, for my everybody in this country. Until myself following, but later now, because for someone we are fast-sighted people. Later on, I get to understand now that what going on. I said, no, but then myself, I can support this speaker again. Don't forget again, somebody people tell you, say people can put money in the account and take it from there. You not know about it because you're not financial expert. Are you kidding me? Men, fanatic, Kofa, the speaker of the whole, tell you that kind of thing. Then somebody tell me, the thing I'm making, one movie, man, all the men, all the who stop the man for
you know, because you want love of public sentiment, and you see, you go all in the hall, now I'm in the poor mummy, the penalty, no cheese. It is not true. Everybody in this country after our interest, so I hear saying all along because I did not make more money, man, because they after our interest, even our current speaker now after interest in the country, interest me and they feed it, I got it now, because so any of coordination, they don't want to see for me, can't see anything that because he is saying you want with majority vote, a majority vote for him to power, he won that particular election war 36 to 31 vote. One in one way. Now for you to see 43, less than no time for people to get 43 in the month. And then somebody say, the speaker. But when push kind of focus and what we hearing, that's some are going to protest for the police. Anybody go down there go protest some more by you see on camera like they because if we are saying we go protest like Momo because we get counter protest to that particular place like fanatic should be because the way we do lazy the way put your kind of talk on radio now in the corner are different in the doing it according to the put 2.2 million in the budget nearly men when I find you see 6 million to 7 million all that thing we not discussing it. You know what you ask me at video on social media? The money was 2020 inside that day, Robert. Still asking it up on that. All of them say they not getting money, a little money. So only your one, they tell the money go but because you want me to call in low offering, then you take the money from 3 home, you see that it can't. Money jealous of more here will not get out here to check money your local money like me that the money sharing more. Why is it all the other people are again or again the majority right now? Why is it they can't come and say my own money here? But only and the money is showed in the video is not the money carried to LSD. All it is play. What everyone do all happy I listen to Musa Hazard maybe said the market sharing. We cry on radio over for the 3rd January Musa Baby entering happy Musa Baby they're calling for all. They're calling for all and still calling for all. Even the people are on the other side, they are still calling for all. So everybody in Apple calling for all. So nobody's stopping for all. The kind of deal in Kenya in a party got the job they promise a friend. Don't forget when you're coming to the speaker. To us for that you get money. The money according to what you will just say. When somebody want to say, you say, come on, you must interfere for me. I call you my president. President Baga do not interfere into any legislative politics. The particular thing, the interference, believe it, the particular shoe, the owner food, I did a penny, in a penny, oh, we are also, in a penny, you myself. And the people, penny, I didn't want to go through somewhere when you put it, go paying there for money, a thing. Now the police tell you, say, let me do this, so let me do this. You're telling against the people, you're pleading the people, let it do that way. Thank you very much.
On this whole speaker saga, we're going to play you some bites, yes. And another thing we're going to touch on is those who have not declared their access. The president needs to do something about them. You can't just have people embarrassing the government. You were appointed, so there's a president. Let's hope. Another one is the issue from Yes, your name and where you call from.
Yes, Lieutenant, I'm calling for the second time for spiritual sake.
Go right ahead, my brother. Speak to your leader.
Yeah, good morning to my leaders, representatives, senator, all aspiring in the world. You know, we are catching hard time and tough time in this country because of our own doing. We don't really know what we up to. Because we putting these people there, we not really calculating and helping ourselves.
Uh-huh.
So we don't know where are we driving at. We don't really know where are we driving at. We the citizens of our nation, we suffering ourselves. We should stop suffering ourselves. We should have second thought.
Oh, yeah.
We shouldn't do things and at the end we regret. And what will be us? Once we want to go on in the world there, it is just all by ourselves. We made these people. They couldn't go there by themselves. So why we can calculate before putting this people there? Moreover, some are ready to get our money. And they see money people using come in and you're going to do for me, you'll do this for me, you'll do that for me. So where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we traveling at? When this guy take out of us, then we ourselves accept to it. And very soon I will soon be getting back to election. How long from now?
Oh, yeah. Few years.
So we have to calculate. We have to really think about what is going on. Let's see the country. And the country can get dry. We shouldn't be president. We should blame ourselves. Why the country can get dry? They probably take the money on it before you know they want to take billion, they want to take this, they want to take that. They helping themselves. They are not helping us. So I beg you, seriously, we should help ourselves. The next election we should make what to do. That should be our calculation. What we should do next. Thank you.
Thanks so much. You can drop your opportunity to speak directly to your lawmaker or your president. 087-105-105-077-8665-073. Good morning. Good morning. Yes, Onime, where you call from?
Thank you for the show. My name is Chuck and I show you from my user residence institute 4.
Go right ahead.
Brother, I would like to say this. If we're going to move this front, all of us have to do away with everything. All of us have to do away with it. If I see it, I'm fighting, even though it is bad, but I must support the party at all costs. So I'm saying this to me to say that Funati Kofa is that's a small problem. You getting me?
I'm getting you. You're live. You're live.
Fall out of the country. Or the thing Funati Kofa is doing against the country is very bad. More than the reconciliation that you were talking about. What his friends are holding accountable to. They are holding to that identical thing. Similar to call the country to move forward. I won't say from the beginning, I've never supported Kofa because of things I heard about that was said about him. Allegedly, that saying that in fact, instead of 2.5 million, they took 9.7 million. And the staff now places 12 supposed to be elected by committee. But I think Kofa took up to himself that authority to unilaterally send somebody out. So, you see, the problem is that identical thing that is me, that the friend is funny about it. This is what happened here, and I have to let go of it. But other people around for the people, those that are surviving for the people pocket, If you don't want to advance for that, go find a proper way. And you can, if you can directly report Chancellor and the Senate and let Chancellor come into the Hague today. Something happened to so many leaders. So, the very first time ladies of political power on spoon opportunity to construct bridges and those that are against them. The men will accuse him without giving any substantial evidence to prove a claim that you were making against those guys. Then you call yourself leader. People are outraged. When as far as saying that if other boy asking for money, at that moment, political party is supposed to be relinquish his position. And when I saw serious money country, they're supposed to put him somewhere for making that clear. Those are so years that in fact you should take money from the executives. No formal material.
Oh yeah.
Our unborn children will come. They will swear they do prepare for them today. That anyway, enjoy tomorrow. Like the way our forefathers prepared the ground for us. Because brothers, you know the reason we're going through the struggles about that we're going through today. It is because hello.
Yeah, you are live. Quickly.
We have to stand up. Talking gets to nothing to this country. All of us have to stand up. And those that are formed that say the LNCC investigating for Russia, if they are fall in a out of problem, they should relinquish their position as well. Because if there is something more to impeach, hello?
Yeah, thanks so much.
Hello?
We all of time. Certainly all of time. Let's go for a break. Yes, let's go for this break. This program is powered by Lone Star Cell MTN. When we come back, we go into the issue that really matters.
Nothing. He is better. Family at any agent point. So, join over 1.2 million Liberians doing the transactions on the most trusted, reliable, and number one mobile money service provider in Liberia, MTN Mobile Money. Dial *156# and start transacting today with MTN Mobile Money. Mobile Money, that baby.
MTN.
No, don't say I don't tell you. When you see Mama prepare for everything now. Hey, now small thing. Mama, now the rain and the lady won't tell you. Oh, that jazz. Tell Mama. Even in the market, you won't pay for better boy. You better pay with Mama. Well, you won't pay for 32 each week, but pay with Mama. Let's see, pay for anything and everything with MTN Mama Pay. It's simple, fast, and secure. Plus no extra charge. Yeah! Dial *156*3# or download the MTN Mama app to pay for anything.
MTN Momo Fini launching a big promotion for MTN agents. Letting for more docket. Deposit 1,000 to 5,000 LD and get an extra in addition to your regular commission when you make deposits of 5,000 LD and above. Now is the time to cash in and bump it. MTN Mobile Money, y'all take you plenty, yeah? Let me start bumping it now.
MTN.
All right, it's about time right now that we talk about the issues that really, really matters, the ongoing rigmarole on Capitol Hill. And has submitted a writ of prohibition to the Supreme Court aimed at halting the anti-Kufa faction from holding section. And that is some news there for you. Please don't call right now. Let's lay the basis. But in recent times, you've been following the most breaking one. The Liberian Senate has constituted a mediation team to resolve impasses at the House of Representatives. The committee was constituted on Thursday, yesterday, the 24th, and it includes Senator Bezonga Finley as chair, Wellington G. Von Smith as co-chair, Thomas Yaya Nimle of Grand Jide as member, and Madam Dabla team has submitted a writ of prohibition to the Supreme Court aimed at halting the anti-Kufa faction from holding independent section. And we've gone now to the law. And I read on Senator Dillon's page requesting similar as representative that Speaker Kufa have said. Speaker Kufa has said there should be due process. Due process if the rest of the speakers, not speakers, but members of the anti-group can reach 49, yes, then he will recuse on this interview done by a team of media colleagues. So let's take a listen.
So we got to be calm to be able to manage the situation.
Okay, so we're trying to make some adjustments here for this for all the bills. You consider them official?
We will consider them official when 49 persons affirm in session their signatures attached to that document.
When you say in session, what do you refer to as session? Because the other day we saw a number of them in the joint chamber making a couple of decisions. One, they were inviting the deputy speaker to take charge to preside, and we saw your unquote block also in the main chamber conducting business.
In chambers under the gavel of the speaker, and when the speaker is not around, the deputy speaker. I was available in the building and I conducted session at our regular sitting. Any other activity that occur, whether in a building or outside of the building, involving members of the legislature, is a meeting under the Freedom of Association clause of the Constitution.
Okay, so I'm interested in the composition of those who are, having issues with your gavel. A lot of these people are people who supported you, Mr. Speaker, during the Speaker's elections. What happened? Why did they leave?
No, I can't say I know specifically. They tried reaching out and I was not listening.
Were you not listening?
Well, look, in this job where you go from 10 to 10 p.m. every day, it's not possible to hear and understand everything, for example. I think one of the things they complain about, and I'm guilty of, is a laissez-faire leadership style. I try to have the people in leadership and the members interact and resolve problems without really getting involved in a militaristic manner to give men. So part of what we had to do over the last few months is try to stabilize the House, given the fact that, number one, it was a narrow election, and number two, there were still blocks existing in the House. So you have to navigate between the so-called block that supported me and the so-called block that did not support me. Then in between that, you have a lot of leadership people, and some of them signed that, and a lot of them signed that document, or a lot of them is on the other side in the other meeting. So what happened or how it happened is something we all got to look into, sit down, and craft a way forward.
And this is going to bring us to the issue that has to do with you're having this. What went wrong?
We tried. Oliver, here's what went wrong, in all honesty. You have 36 votes. Okay? You have 30 leadership positions. So you can expect in that kind of thing, people will capture the mentality to the victor go to sports, right? If you give up all the leadership positions, follow me?
Okay.
So it's the balancing that has been very. You have given away, people expect you didn't have to give that away. You didn't have to sacrifice me. Or I worked hard for you and I see this other person getting benefits. It creates that kind of tension in group dynamics. And that is one of the things I was unable to control.
Yeah. Just a follow up to.
Okay, just before your follow up, we are
Julius
and AB. So Julius has joined us. So let's welcome
Julius. It's almost like a press conference.
Let's welcome Julius to this interview. Welcome.
Yeah. So I on a follow up about whether you were engaged. I hosted Representative Koga yesterday. They said there were so many times they spoke about these things to me, whether it was in meetings or verbally, some of these concerns were communicated to you. You just didn't pay attention.
Again, I don't want to be confrontational at this point. More, I try to do mediation, as I said, rather than issuing direct mandates as to what should happen in committees. We are all equal, okay? I'm just first among equals. So as I said again, I acknowledge that we adopted a laissez-faire approach to leadership to allow more interactions and more decentralized form of decision making. And that perhaps did not go well. I take responsibility for that.
Mr. Speaker, we watched and listened to you yesterday on Spoon Talk. You did acknowledge the resolution, but at the same time, you claimed that some of the counts were just a smear campaign against you. What do you think is actually motivating the smear campaign?
Well, I don't know. I think the counts that were written was not well researched. Was not. I don't even think it was serious. It was more of an attention getter, and that's what I was disappointed in. On that paper is something that members came here to discuss. What they have raised, and that is, involved in committee assignments, committee interactions, how they are treated, by certain committee persons or committee chairpersons were not on that petition, and those are the issues that will resolve the crisis here.
Let me say,
okay, again, all of the panelists have joined us already. Siku Sherry. So we're trying to make change for AB, and so there's Siku you may.
Let me first of all say thank you, Austin. And it is very good to have such a conversation. And I'm very glad to see one of the representatives that signed on the first resolution from Grand Bassa County, who's also in our midst. So it speaks a lot of things, and he looks very energetic. I think that maybe politically you would say that maybe the speaker is trying to get most of the players on his part. So, Honorable, let me say good evening to you.
Thank you.
I hope you do. There are a lot of rumors about your governance, particularly within the House of Representatives, and I want to be specific about it. Some of your colleagues, they've said a lot of things about it. Some of the issues they've raised, it comes to a point where they think that you are serving as the speaker, you are also moving on to their various, departments, one would call it, where they've not been able to do what they should do in terms of the various committees. Some have said that you have reached out, you've done a lot of things that are impeding the various departments. You are with the TI in our country. I'm told you and the former and the former president of our country, President George Weah, you've got a very close tie to TIA. What is your tie with TIA in the country?
Okay, so I didn't drop from the sky, right? I've had a long career here, first as a lawyer. When I came first as a lawyer, I would tell you, one of the better lawyers in Liberia. So people
know.
Okay, so you expect that in the past I have had clients.
So what is your tie to TIA?
You want me to answer the question, or you had a long introduction with the grand pastor man and all that. Everybody give you the time.
You have popular radio stations.
I think you don't want to ask me to answer that. Give me the opportunity to answer the question.
So I'm asking, so we're journalists.
Okay, so the interview is structured in a way where we'll post the question.
Let's allow the speaker to answer.
But you're not allowing me to answer.
To TI.
Okay, let me answer the question. The owners of TIA are friends of mine.
Is your tie to TIA?
What did I just say? They are friends of mine. So the owners are friends of mine. What does it imply? Nothing. It implies that my friends. Am I what?
Are you defending them?
When did I defend them?
So what is your tie to TIA?
They are my friends. The owners of TIA are friends of mine.
You are the Speaker of the Republic of Liberia.
And I shouldn't have friends.
Within the House of Representatives.
And I shouldn't have friends. No one can give you one time that I call them to interfere on behalf of TIA. They can't name that time. That would be the relevant question. What would be the relevant issue?
And when they forged, which I can provide you the document.
Yeah, but I know nothing about that. How would I know something about that? If there's a document, I was not speaker. It comes from the chief clerk to the speaker to the executive marshal. How am I involved?
Do you have any extraordinary connection with them?
They are my friends. There is no extraordinary connection. They're friends of mine. The owners are friends of mine that I have been knowing since 2000.
Okay, you listen to the speaker there, the embattled speaker, but let's listen to the group that is opposing the speaker's leadership. We want to give you all sides of the coin, and then later on we'll open up the lines where you can chime in. And we've been informed that the a writ of prohibition to the Supreme Court aimed at halting the anti-Kufa faction from holding independent section. But let's listen to the group, and it's represented here by Representative Kuga, Samuel Kuga. Let's listen to him.
Well, good evening to Spoon TV and good evening to the global community this evening listening on our voice. We invited Spoon purposely to make some clarification as it relates to J. Funati Kufa exception in a negative connotation against House of Representatives members in the following category. Will be disputing the facts of what he said, clarifying and providing GAC audit, auditing, accountability, travel to Guinea to have a diplomatic tie for member of the House of Representatives, lawmakers asking for personal allotments, and Bolivar hotel room discussion surrounding budget appropriation. These allegations will tell me as false and misleading, baseless. It does not have any IOP of truth, but only to derail the reputation of the honorable men of the House of Representatives. So for this reason, we thought it wise to swiftly respond to the alleged allegation against us so that the public will get to know our side of the story. In that communication whenever it went out, in person of Yan, the FOMO of District Number 1, Lima County. Number 2, sorry, to read our communication debunking this allegation leveled against us. Thank you very much, and I'll turn it over to Mr. FOMO for subsequent reading.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and good evening to our citizens out there. And we also say we are happy to be on this platform to make the Liberian people fully understand some of the falsehoods circulating within the media landscape. This is a press release that is intended to debunk Speaker J. Funadi Kufa's misleading statements on Spoon TV last night. The recent assertion made by Speaker J. Funadi Kufa on Spoon TV regarding alleged budget manipulation, audit interference, bribery, and unsubstantiated claims that lawmakers and diplomatic travel are grossly misleading and must be addressed with facts. One, budget manipulation. Dollars was moved through his budget without his consent, we think there is a lie. The Liberian budget process is transparent and adheres to established procedures. No request, absolutely no request, for disbursement can be made through the Ministry of Finance without the expressed approval of the owner of the budget line in question. Moreover, quarterly budget performance reports are routinely submitted to the legislature, including detailed reports on its own budget performance. So is the Speaker saying during those periods when those quarterly budget performance reports were presented, he did not go through them to know that people are taking money through his line without his consent? Liberian people, you need to know someone when it's not saying the truth, to tell the person that is not saying the truth. We don't even have to come through this process, but for the sake of clarifying this issue, we have to speak to that. Speaker Kofa, who previously to be withdrawn without his consent. His claims of budget manipulation are simply unfounded, as all financial allocations undergo a rigorous approval process of which he is fully aware. So the Speaker is an educated person, well educated. Is he telling the Liberian people that money is going through his line and he's not following the movement of money? Process in April. However, under Speaker Kofa's instruction, the auditors were shockingly asked to leave the Capitol building, stalling the entire process. A signed engagement letter. The GSC was formally invited to conduct an audit of the House's finance on March 17, 2024 through a signed engagement letter. The GSC team began the audit process in April. However, under Speaker Kofa's instruction, and saying that the guys who want to remove me, they are against audit. Why should he be the one to stall the audit process? If Speaker Kofa truly had no role in halting the audit, then why has he not taken any steps to restart the process since his return in April 2024?
Oh yeah, accusation and counter-accusation. But let's listen. That's the group. That's the anti-group there, and that group is headed by Representative Samuel Koga. But let's listen to one of the members in favor of Speaker Kofa leadership. Never mind, because Kofa leadership, and that's Honorable Musa Bility. Let's listen to what he had to say, and then we'll go for a break. Then we'll open up the lines for you to chime in.
Majority member of the House of Representatives has requested the Speaker to resign. We believe that the members have the right to do that. We believe that it is within the rules that they can do that. And the Constitution also provides for that. The problem has been that in our quest to find a remedy for the things that we prefer, sometimes we forget the rules. And we're here now. Liberia faces a constitutional problem. We face a has requested, has set up a committee to investigate, to negotiate and find an amicable solution to the crisis. That means that goal, when we reach, there will be no way that the so-called majority bloc under the current situation can legally remove the speaker. In the same way, there will be no way that those of us who are saying that their action is illegal, there's no way that we can hold quorum, and therefore we are in crisis. He has reached out to the vice president and also reached out to the pro tem. The goal being of the sit and try to find a solution. That solution means we all should look at the possibility of finding out what is wrong, laying out on the table. The guys who want Speaker Plenty Cooper to go, do things in line with the rule of law. To take this position is not to show weakness. Like we said, the speaker has no intention to resign. He will not resign. We have heard, I particularly heard some old lawmakers, or not necessarily former lawmakers, but lawmakers who are still on here, saying that because it has happened to two previous speakers, so it should happen to this speaker. The lawmakers that say your legacy is bad. You have left our country in ruin. So you cannot tell me anything about what used to happen here. So today, no, Fonadi Kopa is not going to resign. If we set up a thing and the outcome of that thing leads to his resignation, that's okay. But to go and set up a bunker and say that he must resign, he will not resign. We have a constitutional problem because if the House is not in session, it's not functioning, then the continuous stay of the Senate may come under legal or question, So at the end of the day, this is where we are, and we're struggling to try to find a solution. But we don't want people to see political gestures as weakness. The new reform. The rules need to be reformed. The manner in which the committees are run, it needs to be reformed. The way we handle the budget, it needs to be reformed. This conflict must result into something positive. This conflict must result into a good thing for the Liberian people. But to say that we're going to insist that you come and move the loyalty ship that nobody business here. Today you got majority. You have 31 people on this other side saying that they are the majority or they are the legitimate people. The majority required to run or to take decision in plenary is not a requirement for speakership. If you are saying that because that the simple majority remove elected Donald over, a majority of less than 25,000 people elected President Parker. You think if we had election today, say we still want to vote for the party? Does that drop in support renders the president illegitimate? No, it's two different things. You need quorum in the chamber of the house in order to conduct business. It's not. It didn't say you need quorum in order.
All right, Musa Hassan, that's Honorable Musa Hassan, ability there, giving his own thought on what should and you can have your say on the positive show on Love FM 105.1, Love TV Live, and on Love Radio Online.com. Be right there. Don't go away.
MTN Momo Fini launching a big promotion for MTN agents. Letting for more, yeah. Okay, deposit 1,000 to 5,000 LD and get an extra 20 LD cash back plus your regular commission. They say like 30 LD and above. Now it's the time to cash in and bump it. MTN mobile money. Y'all think you plenty, yeah? Let me start bumping it now.
MTN.
Ba, what is making your face sound again today? Ba, I'm supposed to pay my landlord today, but I forget today like Saturday and the bank is closed soon. But a big problem, oh, but if you start MCM mobile money get push and pull service, oh yeah, oh, I can withdraw the money from my bank account to my mobile money account and pay my landlord in 5 minutes. Hey, thank you, Jojo, thank you.
Banking with any of these banks, Kitty Bank, UBA Bank, Access Bank, Echo Bank, LBDR, ID Bank, Afriland Bank, or Global Bank. Simply visit the bank and request to link your bank.
MTN.
Yellow star.
What do you say you yelling for?
Come here, man. All tell you making noise and people ear say he's singing. No air. Like walking brief.
Don't yell quietly, oh.
They say MTN Yellow Star is back and then season over and easy for everybody. You can audition online from now to the 13th and then live audition will start on the 14th. And the people going to Ghana, Nima, and the biggest work will be held in Monserrato.
Letting you talking, what is that if I win?
La real if I win. The winner will take home a $2 million Labrador record deal with young feature in the team, a brand new car, and a $300,000 Labrador wardrobe. Oh, 7-player winning, 600,000 Labrador record due, a year of performances with MTN, 100 gigabyte of data every month, and new this year for third place of 400,000 Labrador cash prize and 100 gigabyte every month. Hey man, don't forget to tell your fellow people to that star 415 star your code hash to vote for you when you make it. I'll be live every Saturday for the live evasion show starting from October 12. You can see your singing more.
People, see my joy. Since I put in for a car to this other car rental service, they are yet to come. And I'm getting late. I don't know what to do.
Don't worry, my sister. Have you heard about U-Car Rental Service?
No.
U-Car Rental Service is the best in town, and they are located on 10th Street in Cinco, right in the technology building. Very affordable with a very low price. Go there now or call them on 0888 111 222.
Thank you, my brother. I'm calling them right now. Hello, is this U-Car Rental Service?
Yes, ma'am. How can we help you?
I need a car to take me to work.
Okay. Where are you?
I'm on Broad Street.
Okay, we're coming right now.
Thank you.
You need a ride? Don't worry. U-Car Rental Service is the Visit their office right on 10th Street in Cinco, the land side, in the technology building. U-Car Rental Service, the best deal in town.
And the progress they've made. So when we get to that meeting, I will know where they are.
Let me just close up with
We have answered several questions from the building that they have requested on documents that they have requested, and I have seen that work in progress.
I want to come to ways forward. There is clearly a huge number of lawmakers who are against you being speaker, and they seem quite adamant, quite strong on their stance that they have to oust you. How are you trying to resolve this? How are you trying to reach out? We to have this debacle resolved.
Okay, but then we're in a 90% now, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we're in a 90%. So if you want to bring in the room on the 90% now, I can't do it. Okay, so I can only tell you the 90% the way on.
Okay. So, Mr. Speaker, let's go back to.
Yeah, you know. Well, I did I get more.
All right, you listen. It's about time now. You put in your calls on. House of Representatives, in less than a year, they have come out, 72 of them, with a divided number of 42 and 31. One group is saying, the group of the 42 are saying, yes, they are saying they want to remove the speaker, and for reasons they've all given in a petition. Yes, for reasons they've all given in a petition. And so right now you can call and have %. And so, but it seems far from over. You listen to the group, they've given their own count, and the speaker himself have admitted to certain things. He says balancing has been difficult. That means he said balancing has been difficult. Yes, he has some issue with being laissez-faire. He said the leadership style has been laissez-faire on my part, and no matter what, we will do some audits. But the other group, I say otherwise. 0778665073 087-105-105. This is the program, The Positive Show. It's a weekend and we're having some issues with yes, we're having some issues here with our live here. So you can catch us on. Yes, let's hear from this caller. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, your name and where you call from?
My name is Emmanuel Jackson. I call from Chocolate City.
Yeah, Mr. Jackson, go ahead and let's look at the way forward.
Yeah, let me just say this, sir. You know, we Liberians, we will not sit and allow those lawmakers, okay, to play on us, seriously. The speaker made well for this country. We will not sit down, seriously, because a few hundreds of people, just few hundreds of people will just sit back, you know, and dig up money, sit back and allow this lawmaker to continue to steal our money. The reason this guy wants to get the speaker out is very simple. Because they want to continue to steal. They want to steal the laboratory money. They are, this is just big. Something in this the laboratory will need to stand up to. We will not rest. Fight for our rights. This is our country. We elected them, and it is our right to fight because if we don't do this, the people continue to be stupid. We will sit back and watch these people continue to steal our country. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Let's be civil. Another person is on the line. Yeah, good morning. Good morning. Oh, that call just slipped out. 087-105-105. But let's go to this one. This one says, okay, let's go to the line and talk to this caller. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, your name and where you call from?
I'm from Zeze. I'm calling from New Mascari.
Yeah, go right ahead, Mr. Zeze.
What is happening on Capitol Hill? I don't know why.
Yeah.
Of 73, but then 72 because of gas for Grand Hill are not being elected.
Yes.
And 36 voted for Kofa to be check their number after the mandate given them by their people or their citizens. Samuel Koga have more number as compared to Kofa. You know the mathematics.
Oh, yeah.
In terms of the electoral vote in Grand Crew and Nima.
And Nima, certainly.
Right? So, of the 73, 43 have said, we don't want Koga. What is Koga? If Koga was responsible enough, he will have resigned. It doesn't mean that 2-3 people were against him. What? The speakership is not for him. He was there elected by a man in there. We are not, we all. We are human beings as well. The guy said they want Kofa, let Kofa leave a speakership. Let me tell you, he will run to the court and say, just go back to start out coal. Let me tell you, when you go back and you don't want to work with you, you will not do like brown people do. Do protest is come to the place the majority is. In legislative majority is again.
The numbers, yeah.
Yeah. In legislative a number. It's not about the money. Kupa is not spend money to be elected. You are not elected. Kupa lobby where you call it. You bought someone in car.
But Kofa is saying, let's go to Chingo, have a section. I can recuse myself, and then you get the 49 members.
No, you just join the people already. Join the Play the quality. Your colleagues are, normally play the quality. Then when you go, you are a leader. When the majority call you, go there.
Okay, thanks so much.
Thank you. Good morning.
Yes, your name, where you call from?
Let me say good morning to your listening audience. Well, this is about of Prince Kolake and Alphonse from District 5, respectively.
Yeah, go right
So
ahead.
thanks for the show. And some of us have listened to the both sides of the point. And I think the press conference from the majority lawmaker, it was very essential because no one would tell us that a significant portion of money was shifted in your budget line without your knowledge. So I think the speaker himself did not do due diligence. The removal of the speaker, because I feel that at least we can see the House of Legislature, which is the lower house, all members being respected when it comes to what their view being in Chimpa. But little did I know, that there were a lot of hidden things. And more besides, I listened to Mr. Carol Gray a few days ago when he appeared, Mr. Carol Gray, Jefferson Kochi, when he appeared on a Voice FM. And what he said, it was when I talked about when he said, if Speaker focus about this whole saga, moving forward, it will be remote control, meaning was there when you were heavily controlled by the Sacramento dwellers. We saw nothing working. Now, the speaker appearing on radio, on Spawn FM, to have informed the Liberian people that at Boulevard Palace, there is certain room 1026, that the budget is always being pushed out there. It was when, for me, I was amplified my support in getting the speaker out. When you are the head of a certain branch of government, the chairman in command, you mean a well-learned lawyer, you honor your gavel. Our national budget will be transferred to another center only because of self-aggrandizement. So nothing has against those people. And there are two ways. Some of the callers say, oh, they should read 49. No, the issue of 49, even that 49 issue, that to take.
Yeah.
Moving forward, we will work on it. Is about 30% to be on his side, and 130% are on his side. Definitely, those majority law, because they will not be able to reach that threshold to remove it. So what they can do now, so they can get it legally, politically, they will exclude for all his activities. And once you go there and you don't have a quorum, more than 5 to 6 times, what will happen now? They will have to send it because they can't survive. They can survive within 5 working days without meeting without the House of Representatives. So they will do business with the majority because the only way the House of Senate will survive. So at the end of the day, the executive will do business for the people that are getting quorum, because if you don't have quorum, you don't have any issue to be discussed. So those people, in conclusion, I'm amplifying my voice. I'm with them in flesh and blood. Let us stand.
Much, Mr. Golak here. Thanks so much. 0778665073. So it's a whole process, and it's a long road to the very end. You heard Representative Musa Ability, who is a part of, I should say, the bloc. He says there's no bloc. Who supports Senator, that's Representative Speaker Kofa, who supports Speaker Kofa, is saying similarly he needs due process. But what is the due process? There are two ways: either the political means or the legal means. So in most instances, it actually do not go. Come again? All right, go right ahead, Ruby. Go right ahead.
Yeah, for me, put that back. Like it will yes, hello?
Yeah, you are live. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think what I put it. It's
What do you mean by that?
because by that it means that it's almost like all the months in the year are history making money in Nigeria.
Mm-hmm.
You recall that in May of 2001, some religious leaders went from churches to churches, from community to community, informed Nigeria that there was a conference in Ghana on June 4th.
Mm-hmm.
So that the president, all the workers and go there, when they go there, everything will be resolved there one. Red President Taylor and King. But the government of Ghana said no. They can't here for food conference. They was here for at the work in that key. Who they knew they were working there. While you were there was an attempt to also a government right here in Nigeria. That when you hear about military vibration.
Oh yeah.
So from what I'm hearing, if what I heard from the speaker and what I hear from the body folk, that session has taken place on last week Thursday. People would have been removed and slowly appeal that it's there. Get it?
Yeah. Yeah.
So with the revelation are coming now for the speaker concerning how they get certain room, they get room at certain hotel where people can go there and put there the budget. And people are seeing that the people are saying, put more money in the budget, put more money there and go for them, put them in the budget. And I the things are coming now.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But the going was done basically where Alan White was wrong. He is chamber of our national legislature in Kiddo. He is Dandan Kawa, who represents all of the strategic schools in this country.
30 seconds.
Like, proper for this country. So, don't work for this country to go to the place. Don't work for this different country to come here. They were never important at that particular ceremony. Or instead, it was Alan White. So I want to believe that there was money like 10 hands, supposed to money to start that document. So, investigation like anything.
Okay, all right. There were monies at Chief Hand 077-8665-073. Those are the numbers you can call and have your say. The lady Martina Tuba is also on special assignment, but let's listen to Speaker J. Funati Kofa on this one.
It's a what? Obviously, I'm the responsible officer on deck, and I will do everything I can to ensure at the end of the day the members. Hold on now, you're gonna give me a chance.
Let me just end with the question.
Okay.
I asked Representative Samuel Koga on yesterday whether you've reached out to him since you returned, and he said no. And he is the chairman of that group. Have you reached out now?
No, I have not. Because I'm reaching out to people who are also reaching. Look, there are multiple conversations going on. You know, you remember
multiple conversations going on, but is it working? 077 prohibition to the Supreme Court aimed at halting the anti-Kofa faction from holding independent section. So he has, through his legal team, filed a writ of prohibition to the Supreme Court, halting all but what do you have to say? What's the way? Embarrassment, and I don't see reasons why we should go through all of this. This is a normal practice, but allegedly, they will say Kiafike come from inner water and say crawfish is having headache, and you challenge it. Lawmakers are pointing fingers at each other, and they are saying, even on videotape, they are saying money change hands. But let's hear from you. Yes, let's hear from you. In less than 1 year, lawmakers are saying the first amongst equal, who is the speaker, no more have, yes. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. I was on the line, but you didn't get me. I was complaining. I didn't get my conclusion. I left the line.
Yeah, go right ahead. Continue, please.
Yeah,
Yes.
so my conclusion statement, I was giving you that door.
Oh, I just lost you. I just lost you. Yes, I just lost you along the way there. Oh, I just lost you. And to be honest with you, it's my phone line. Yeah, my phone line got some serious issue with being low. So yes, I'm gonna get you back on. So you listen to Speaker Kofa, J. Funati Kofa. Let's continue with this. Let's listen to him.
We will go there, pick up the phone and call Gorbachev. Combative conversation from both sides. Okay, one side have to step back, one side have to. So, in order to do that, the people who in the 90% area, they are arranging and they are organizing.
So
that.
finally, you were with the president.
Mhm.
He invited you on a trip, and this happened. A whole lot of Liberians are thinking that there may be some political ploy somewhere. What is the nature of the conversation with the president, his confidence in you, and all these kinds of things? What can we know? Is he intervening? A whole lot of people think that he should now.
No, I think we're at the level of the first branch of government, and I think it will be resolved at this level.
Okay. So Oliver, please, a minute. Do you trust? Just a minute.
I wouldn't allow you.
Okay. What's happening now? What's going on in the country? The way things are happening, you traveled with the president, and now things are happening the way things are happening in the country. Do you trust the president, support to your speakership in the country?
Well, I don't know about the president's support. I think we deal in the support of the members. As people continue to remind me when I do media thing, they said, Speaker, all these things don't matter. What matters is 72 persons. So, and I don't think the president was named among those 72 persons.
Okay, Mr. Man, what is your now aspect our political issue in the country?
Mm-hmm.
The speakership of our country will always be supported by the presidency.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have the support of the presidency?
I have no information to lead me to conclude otherwise. That the executive branch of government, headed by the office of the president, is working in
Drafted for which they want you out. One of the things that it says that you are the Speaker of the House. At the same time,
you are representing legally several government and non-government entities. Mr. Speaker, are you conflicted in your role as Speaker of the House and as an astute lawyer?
But you people are not answering. You people don't want to listen to the answer. So it only leads me to believe that maybe you believe what they are saying. I've answered this several times. I have not walked in a courtroom since I was elected as a lawyer. I have not sat down at a table with anyone representing anyone. Since I was elected, not speaker, since I was elected to the House of Representatives. Okay, the assumption here is, oh, because he was a lawyer, oh, because he made so much money, so all these people must be a client because they know him. Over half of the persons, the entities listed on our list. Why are you asking me? Last call. If I ever represented them before, not only me, ask them if the International Law Group ever represented them before. Go ask MPA. Go ask all those entities. So at some point, you got to leave it they say and go to the journalistic work and ask them.
Okay.
Why you follow?
Yeah, so Mr. Speaker, I'm concerned about this audit situation. Now, you made mention yesterday that you support every decision by whatever anti-grabbing institution to investigate this house. Now, there's speculation out there that former lawmakers, including some of your current colleagues, may have something that they don't want to have uncovered with this whole audit situation. Now, with you insisting on having this house audited, aren't you afraid that it could prolong the situation happening at the legislature?
Let me just add to that. We know that in most cases, audit reports have often found people culpable. If this is the case in this instant audit, what will you do if some of your colleagues are found culpable of financial malpractices?
No, so I don't know. How to have a system now. So to tell somebody we're coming to do audit to prosecute you is not where we are heading. We are coming to do audit to expose our flaws in our system so we can develop one in the management of the Liberian people money. Yes, some things will come out that may embarrass some of us in the way we practiced before, but that does not make it illegal or make it anyway actionable. It only shows us, okay, if this is how you withdrew money before, or if this is how you move money around before, that's not the way to do it. The proper way to do it and accountable.
Speaker J. Funati Kufa, the embattled speaker there, 0778-665-07308, 7105. Sure. What's the way forward? Yes, because right now, as you see things, the country right now is not moving anywhere. Lawmakers might just be going on a break shortly if this is not resolved. This also has some effect on how the governance process is functioned. So let's hear from you. What do you recommend in less than a year after being